in the Bible does it condemn homosexual marriage or homosexual acts?
Homosexuality, we could look at both the Old and the New Testament, but I prefer to look at Romans 1 because it doesn't just say the word homosexuality. We can contend over when that was added to the Bible. I know that's a claim that people make, but it actually describes the behavior of homosexuality and says that God gave them over to the impurity of their hearts, gave them over to their lust, and said that women exchanged natural relations with men for unnatural relations with women. Men exchanged natural relations with women for unnatural relations with men. And this is condemned in scripture, not only there, but also in 1 Corinthians 6. And so, yeah, we see it condemned multiple places throughout scripture.
Okay, yeah, let's talk about Romans 1 real quick. Let's get that out of
Sure.
the way. Do you understand that Romans 1 is speaking about how the Gentiles have to do all this as a rhetorical trap in Romans 2 to go ahead and say to the Jews, you're all actually guilty as well and you all need Christ?
Where are you getting that idea?
Have you read Romans 1?
Yes, of course I read Romans 1.
So,
I have it in front of me. I can read
yeah,
it for you if
right
you'd
before
like.
right before 26, right before 25, right before 27, all about idolatry. So
Yeah.
why is it that this is not about idolatry all of a sudden?
Yes, actually, 1 Corinthians 6 does the same thing to flee from idolatry, flee from all forms of sexual immorality. And then it lists specifically men who practice homosexuality as one of the practices that's condemned. And so, idolatry and sexual immorality, all forms of it, we do see are hand in hand throughout scripture, including in Romans 1. So, I'm not seeing your point that this is some sort of rhetorical trap or that he's not speaking literally here.
So this is the only reference of lesbianism in the New Testament. You would say that, right?
That I can think of, sure.
Except St. Augustine, Thomas Aquinas, Gregory, all of them said it wasn't. Because what's actually happening here in Greco-Roman times is that women are having anal intercourse as part of ritual taboos. That's why it's idolatry. Do you want to go back to the Old Testament? You want to go reference 1822? Because we can go there too.
I'm not sure that I know what you are referring to when you say 1822, but I also don't see any
Sorry,
evidence for.
Leviticus.
Yeah.
Leviticus,
Oh,
yeah.
you're talking about, I thought
Leviticus
you meant the year.
1822.
Leviticus 1822. Yes. But again, it's Old Testament, it's New Testament. And not only is it condemned in multiple places, but again, we certainly can't say, and I don't think that you would be able to say that homosexual relations are ever talked about in any sort of positive or holy sense throughout scripture. So as a Christian, when I'm reading scripture, I'm not saying, okay, what can I get away with? I want to know how can I glorify God most? And I want to look at what does he talk about positively?